This is week 8 in scrapbooking with 4x6 photos. It's a class I'm taking through Allison Davis at Scrapbook Generations. I'm Emilee, and you've found Emilee's Paper Caper, where we're all about scrapping our stash and getting pages done. If you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Hit the subscribe button and bell icon now. This sketch calls for 5 horizontal 4x6 photos. So I want to find a way to incorporate this photo of Audrey at the Hershey's store, but I'll probably do that last. I kind of die cut that photo a little bit to make it a little bit smaller, and maybe can cut it down a little bit more and find a way to incorporate it here. The layout calls for 1-inch strips. There's 11 strips on the left-hand side and 5 on the right-hand side. The strips, I decided to use 3 different patterns, and the strips are 1 by 7 3/4, 1 by 9 1/2, and 1 by 8 3/4, and they are to be placed 1 inch from the top of the page, and then your photos go on top. So I'll kind of lay things out first, and then I'll go back in and adhere. But I want to kind of describe the layout to you so that if you decide to try this at home, you can. So the strips are 1 inch from the top, the photos 1 3/4 inch from the top. This photo over here will be flush with the strips, and then the photo here will be 1 3/4 inches from the top. There's room here for a journal spot, and I'm thinking that I'll incorporate this picture of Audrey into that journal spot. I have some memorabilia from the Coke store where we got flights of Cokes from around the world, and this is the little sheet that tells us the name of the drink and the country of origin. So I want to incorporate that on the page. Maybe I'll put it here instead of the journal spot, or under here, probably under here. Look, it'll look better there. The page title is supposed to go about right here, so I have some stickers that say The Strip and Las Vegas, and I'll probably add those to some cardstock and then pop dot them up. And at the end of each strip, the sketch calls for a star. So I've got this paper that I created on my gel plate. If you're interested in jelly printing, I'll link to a playlist that I've done on gel printing. But I like to use these printed papers for my layouts and embellishments, and I have 2 star punches that I'll incorporate. So there's 11 strips here and 5 here, so I need a total of 16 stars, and I can kind of alternate the star that I use. So when I put the layout together, the stars are to go at the bottom of the strips. I also have this container full of gems and embellishments, and I have some stars here, so I think I will incorporate these. The colors kind of blend nicely. I'll actually just use the packaging that the stickers came with to pop these stickers up. With that white cardstock behind them, they're gonna stand out and pop up a little bit better than they would if I used them on their own. Okay, let's set these pictures and embellishments aside, and we'll go in and adhere the strips and then go through and build the layout up. Alright, so our photos go 1 3/4 inches from the top, so I've set my ruler to help guide. Let me know down in the description what you've enjoyed about this series. There are 2 more weeks, 2 more sketches. I would love to hear what you've liked about this. For me, since I mainly print 4x6 photos, this works fabulously for me. I've got my art glitter glue, and I will add my stars, and I almost forgot my gambling chip. The colors in this gel print blended well with my paper selections here. I tend to do my gel prints in a big batch, and then I will just pull from them and use them on cards and my creations a little bit at a time. So I'm not worried about a lot of journaling on this page because it will go into an album for this trip, and I know that I will have details of the trip documented on other pages. So for this page, I'll just let the ephemera and the pictures speak for themselves. But let's go in and, as a final touch, add a few of these enamel stars and hearts. These will really kind of just be the final touch on this layout. I don't remember where these enamel dots came from. Probably in a kit or given to me by a friend, but I like to use what I have. Keep on scrapping, everybody.